Let's just get one thing straight off the bat. I don't want to look at this footage again, but I'm doing it for the channel, I'm doing it for you. Alright, let's just ease into the day here. Okay, taking off from the last video, I crept my way back into the New South Wales border. I was feeling relaxed. I'm in New South Wales. You know, I'm at home. Now, I just need to get one thing straight. After that issue with the mackerel, I didn't actually look into what happened. I was going out diving the next day. I was just keen to get out there the next day. And, you know, after 4 good shots and 1 bad, I didn't look into what mistake I'd made in that 1 bad shot, but I should have. Me and Tali were heading out with a bloke I dove with before, Jack Tilley. And yeah, keen to get out there with him and dive some spots that I've dove before and some new spots as well. So we get out there on the water, Ocean putting on a show as usual.
Talia.
Flying manta ray.
Flying manta ray. Let me zoom in.
Come on, baby, one more time.
Manta rays were jumping. No, they didn't jump again, unfortunately, but we had epic visibility out there. That turquoise blue that just can't not put a smile on your face.
Unbelievable.
So you didn't have to tell me twice, I was getting in. And it was beautiful in there. We were just lapping it up, enjoying the water.
So good.
Alright, we headed out in search of some target species. Jack found a real nice current line and managed to plug a good fish.
Yeah. No, go left. Go left towards him. Towards Jack. And turn. Yeah, you good? Yeah, man. Why? No way.
No matter how many times I see things or see good fish, I still get just as stoked as the first time. So I was having to juggle my jaw whilst boating.
That's not even going to fit in the esky.
What are we gonna do? That's insanity. Let's try and fit it. Yeah, put it. Maybe just grab a bottle out, take that out. Do what we can.
Alright, my turn to get in the water now. In the current line, flash it down. Here they come. Big school in New South Wales wahoo. Now, if you watch some recent videos, I'd just taken a wahoo. So I didn't want to get greedy and, you know, take one of these first few wahoo, looking around 20 kilos. I wanted to wait for the big dogs to be back in school. Tall throughout the middle and then got that big belly on it, big caudal fin. I knew this was a serious fish for New South Wales. There it is. It's out now. But I'm over it. Went to my GP, got a mental health care plan and 10 sessions of therapy. I'm over it. Done. Nah, all jokes aside, I'm not looking for sympathy at all. I just wanted to show this little mistake I'd made that it caused me to lose this fish. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to learn this at this time. But, you know, hopefully showing this, you can maybe less laugh at me or learn for yourself. All right, thank God we're over with that now. It's learning time. Let's rewind the footage. Now, important note here, are my shooting lines wrapped around the muzzle for the last time before I come face to face with, for me, a fish of a lifetime. I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but just that feeling after you miss a good opportunity or something like that. Let's call it FG, fish grief. Feel free to make me feel better with commenting your worst fish grief experience below. I'm sure there's plenty of bad ones out there. One thing I was happy to see here though is I've just given this wahoo a love tap and it swims off unharmed. Alright, let's go check out this gun, see what I did wrong and see how I should be loading it. Muzzle wrap, let's get around it. The gun that I was actually using in that video, I was just borrowing at the time. This gun is my gun currently, very similar style of open muzzle, so I'm just going to use this for demonstration as I'll still be able to show how I shouldn't have wrapped it and how I should be wrapping it and how I'm wrapping it now. I want to make a quick distinction here. My mistake was not wrapping an open muzzle style of gun correctly, though the roller situation adds to the increased need to make sure that everything's dialed and intact, which you'll see that the way I wrapped it allowed for things to be a bit looser. So it is about being careful and deliberate with these guns, and yeah, careful and deliberate is not what I was on that day. There's a lot of speculation about why muzzle wrap can happen, and there's many different reasons. You know, it could be the shooting line, the muzzle, you know, you just haven't wrapped it properly. And in my case, it seems to be the latter. So let's get into that. So basically, I hadn't used an open muzzle style gun before. I just picked it up, ready to go, keen as I said, fifth shot on the gun, and I didn't know how to wrap it. I just wrapped it. Anyway, I got a bit lucky, just wrapping it willy-nilly. I wasn't paying attention to how I was wrapping it at the time. I don't remember. The first 4 shots, as we saw, perfect. And then these later 2 shots, not so perfect. Far from perfect. Why? So I asked a good mate. He didn't have the same gun as this, but very similar open muzzle, and I asked him how he wrapped his open muzzle gun. And he wraps it for me. He's like, yeah, mate, you just wrap it like this. That's how everyone does it. I'm like, do they now? That's how everyone does it. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. No. It's like, why do you ask? Oh, no reason. No reason. No, it's fine. So, bit of a learning curve. And since learning that, I've been wrapping it, you know, the way everyone does it, apparently. And it's been shooting great. So, very popular style of open muzzle. Let's get into how I shouldn't have wrapped it, and how I should have wrapped it, and how I'm now wrapping it. Okay, you can see here, this is how I was doing it and how not to do it. So I was running the line on the outside of that notch. Firstly, meaning it's not traveling straight down the shaft. And secondly, meaning when it's pulled tight around the shaft, it hasn't actually pulled any tension on the shooting line down the shaft. So it's leaving all this shooting line quite loose. As you saw in my last video from Brisbane, you can see the shooting line moving around quite loosely throughout that video. Now the shooting line's just flapping around like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. So apparently we all know how to wrap these style of open muzzle guns, so I feel like an idiot for even explaining it. But anyway, for some reason I was wrapping it around the outside of the notch instead of, well, the way I'll show you in a second. So what you want to do is wrap the shooting line straight down the shaft so it's tight, then wrap it back around the notch, opposite to the way I was doing it before. Then from the notch, run it over the shaft so it's holding that in place. Then the shooting line is now tensioned down the shaft and secure, ready for release. So with wrapping this correctly, you know, I'm now using the open muzzle. I've used closed muzzles for most of my time diving. I'm still not sure between closed muzzle, open muzzle. I guess it is a bit of personal preference in terms of mainly aiming, and then also a bit of like speed in terms of reloading and things like that. I think I'm going to play around between open and closed muzzle and just see how I go with this gun, because Rabitech offer the open and closed muzzle, so I'm going to chuck on a closed muzzle maybe in the future and just, yeah, play around between them. I am liking aiming like that. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted though on what I kind of end up liking, but feel free to drop a comment below and tell me what you like, open, closed muzzle, how you do it. All right, now I know how to wrap this style of open muzzle gun. Beautiful. Just in time for some Sydney diving. Let me tell you, the Sydney bream population, not like I'm a newfound knowledge. Perfect, it works. I won't show you the next few shots because, you know, videos to come. Alrighty, well, I didn't make this video for me, I made it for everyone. Learn something, maybe not. Laugh at me, definitely. There's one theme I can pull out of this video. It's take the time to know your gun, know your gear, before you come face to face with a fish of a lifetime. Maybe. You never know with the ocean. Cheers guys, welcome to like, comment, share it to someone who's lost a good fish, or subscribe for more to see my highs and my lows, no doubt. Cheers.